Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and here I am doing a commercial job today. I do this building on a regular basis, been doing it for, maybe almost 10 years, I guess. And today they just wanted me to come back and clean the landings and stairwells. The rest of it's standing up really well. And anyway, today obviously I'm using the Oreck because I'm cleaning steps. And one of the things I wanted to just show today was the pad that I'm using today is the green stripe pad. Now I've been using my green stripe pad under my rotary in the last few months anyway. I kind of discovered them not too long ago, or rediscovered them I guess, because I used to use these many years ago, about 10, 15 years ago. This was my number one pad for virtually everything. This was before microfibers came along, and of course the Iron Man didn't exist. And this was my number one pad that I used under my rotary. And then when I got my OP machine late, was it 2008, 2009, somewhere in there, then I got some pads with it as well, which were thin cotton ones, and they worked fine. But I almost always used it I was using it for commercial work, that machine anyway. And the pad of choice was actually the green stripe pad here. And then when I was using my wheels up or Orbitech in homes, I actually was using these as well, mostly, because they worked fine, and there was no issues with them. Now it's odd that you got somebody, I've heard, there's comments out there from people that say that these couldn't be used under a orbital machine because the top and the bottom aren't stitched together, and it'll interfere with the ability of the orbital motion to do its movement and transfer it into the carpet. But anyway, let's see what happens. Of course, I know for a while that it works perfectly well. It works perfectly fine. There is no issue, as long as you're using the right side pad. And it moves easily on the floor, on the carpet. So somebody's going to make the claim that these pads are only meant to be used under a rotary and you can't use them under an OP machine. Well, they're obviously speaking from ignorance, because they've never actually used them and tried them. Because if you did use them and try them, you'd discover they do work just fine. Or perhaps they're just not being very honest. But if you're going to have an opinion about something, if you haven't actually experienced it, you're just going by someone else's hearsay, you could be repeating something that's not true. So you want to be careful to qualify what you're saying with actual fact, rather than just spout your opinion off as if it is fact. One of the reasons I like using this pad for this job is these plastic bull noses. Actually, the thicker pad kind of works a little better, I think, on this. And I'm not the only one that's discovered this, by the way. I know of at least two other guys using orbital machines that use these green stripe pads, and they like them just fine, and they work great. One guy, in fact, uses the Trinity, and he's a member of our SET Soil Extraction Transfer Technology Facebook page. And he's done some really interesting videos where he's comparing the green stripe pads with the other pads that he's been using, and he likes them a lot. In fact, he likes them so much that he took the microfibers and the Gladiator pads off of his van, and the only pads that he carries now are the green stripe pads, both styles, the synthetic version and the rayon version. So he carries that on his van, as well as Ironman pads. And he's had absolutely no problem with the way that the orbital motion works and how the pads interact on the carpet. No problem at all. So if someone is telling you they don't work, that person is not speaking about something that they know about through direct experience. Because as I say, I mean, I used these pads for many years under my orbital machine. They're a good pad. They stand up well. They're a little pricey, but they do absorb a lot. That's one of the things that the fellow that's using them with his Trinity machine really likes about them, is that they really absorb a lot. And being a little bit thicker, they tend to be give a little bit of cushioning, which is kind of nice in certain circumstances. Now we're gonna just want to double check, see. Yeah, I think we need to put out more. This carpet is a real fast drying carpet. You go down the elevator, eh?
Pardon?
Use the elevator?
Use the elevator?
Yeah. The elevator is actually literally right there. It's amazing, you know, I'll be cleaning steps. We'll have all kinds of stuff all over the place. People come walking right by me, tripping and stumbling over everything. It's really quite amazing. I've even had people just barge right past me after I've told them, you know, go around the other way, and they just totally ignore what I say, and nope, I'm not going the other way. People are funny and annoying. But anyway, you can see this is cleaning very well. They work great. No issue with the way that the OP motion is working. How it interacts on the carpet. I did a video a little while ago where I tried an 18-inch or 19-inch pad under the Oreck, and of course it didn't work, and I didn't think it would because there's no stitching in the middle. But the pad driver on these things is so small that that's why it didn't work. But as you see, this is a 13-inch, and it works perfect. Great. It's nice to have so many choices for these different pads, eh? Okay, I'm gonna continue on. So I thought you might find that interesting, and I will. I got to go down one more flight down to the bottom, and then I got to go to the other side of the building, and then there's another stairwell over there to deal with. And actually, the steps are a little wider, I think, over there. But anyway, I'll let you go. So thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful to you and informative, and you learned something useful. And just remember to. Just because somebody says that something doesn't mean they know what they're talking about. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a good day.